Was this a conscious decision? Like, did you decide one day that you're going to reinvent yourself and you're going to, because you said that it came from British, and the book you also mentioned that Sarita nudged you in that direction. But I'm sure you always knew it was in you. I mean, obviously, you've always known that you had this hidden gift. So, did you consciously decide that, okay, now I'm going to reinvent and I'm going to be the discovery of the decade, as Karan said?
No, I was planning on writing when I was 65. When my kids have gone, I would go to Goa, I would do some drugs finally, and just relax. And that was my plan. This all happened to me much earlier in life. And I had it down to have wearing white kurta, having short nails, never dyeing my hair, going on my motorbike. But life gives you opportunities, and sometimes you say yes and it works out. I don't think anyone can really plan to reinvent themselves. It's probably a plan that would flop, I guess.
What has your experience been with her? Because did you ever think she was a good actress?
No. Once he asked me, why, what are you doing? Why are you behaving like this? You're not even focusing on work. I said, I'm thinking about Akshay. He almost slapped me. But I still remember when some outdoor.
Did I? No.
Yeah.
No, I wouldn't have reacted that way to that, yeah.
Yeah, you just made a face
But
and...
Amir, you're always known to be very honest about your opinion. Did you really think she was a good actress?
I thought she was fantastic. I thought she was fantastic.
No, I'll ask you again. Maybe you're being a little intimidated by the surroundings.
See,
Did
the
you
thing-
think she was a good actress?
Shut up! Okay, how many times? No, I couldn't act. I'm very happy I quit.
Well, all of us have different abilities. Yeah. and I mean that. And Twinkle is really talented in some of the most amazing, activities like insulting people. She's an expert in insulting people. I mean, all through my life, since I've known her, she's just constantly insulted me.
But what is the most hurtful insult that has been hurled towards you?
No, I can't remember that one. There've been so many.
Yeah.
Most hurtful? Maybe you remember, yeah.
Why you didn't carry a towel?
Yeah, well, that was just a normal one. Yeah.
There are worse ones. So what has your experience been with her? I mean, she's been. What has
mine?
your experience been with her?
Well, actually, I've had a pretty good experience working with Twinkle. It was great fun working with her. We got really close, and
This is very boring. Why you just say some funny things like how I found you. You were crying behind a
I
rock.
can't compete with you and Karan. Yeah.
No, you were crying behind a rock.
Don't even come
and
close.
So this is what actually
you
happened.
got him crying behind a rock.
He was sitting behind a rock. So he had gone to the director to explain this shot, and the director didn't listen to him. And this is Amir, he's very serious about his work. So he was heartbroken, and I was looking for him. Where is he? And I went, and there was this massive rock, and he was sitting behind it, and he was crying.
Poor fellow, how sad, Amir. You were upset because Dharmesh Darshan didn't listen
Look
to
at
you.
what she's doing. Look at what she's doing. So now you have a sample of what she constantly does to me. But it was really good working with her because I discovered that behind this bimbet kind of exterior, there was actually this really sharp person, who had a great intellect, had a great sense of humor, and was extremely perceptive about human relationships, human beings, and I found that quite fascinating.
No, he's saying all this. Let me please tell you. So in the beginning, when I started writing, I actually have a quote in my book because it was him. So Sarita Tanwar, thank you very much, who asked me to write this column. She said, you're this voracious reader and you crack lame jokes all the time, so why don't you write a column for me? So I told him, and he said, hey, everybody in India watches cricket, doesn't mean they can play. So I actually took that quote from him. And then when I started writing, I would send him links of my columns. And he would tell me, this is rubbish, and send me links of Satyame Jayate or Satyame Jayate every day, okay? So one day I sent him a link of my column saying, it's doing really well, I'm trending at number 7. And he's telling me, my show is number 1. I said, you're a big-time movie star, the prime-time TV show, I'm a has-been actress with a column, but he still competes with me. He competes with everybody.
You finished?
Yeah.
Yes.
I really didn't think she would make it as a writer. So I was very concerned for her. So it was out of concern. I was not being funny. I was concerned that I was telling her, that everybody watches cricket, but not everyone plays it. It was out of concern,
This is the encouragement. And there's my husband on the other
let me
side.
finish. Yeah, let me finish.
My husband's
Let
like,
her
yes.
finish. What happened? I wish the cat would get your tongue. Let him speak.
So anyway, I was when I began reading her articles, I was really blown. Yeah. I thought she was very good. She made me laugh. She was very perceptive, and it's okay to be a person who's funny and perceptive, but to actually also be able to write that and create that on paper is not easy. So I was most impressed by her.
Yeah, well, she has done really well. So give it up then for Twinkle Khanna. Thank you, Amit.